Hi, the purpose of this video is to introduce you to the concept of central sensitization. Understanding central sensitization is key in understanding chronic pain. So pain is important for us in that it is a defense mechanism. It helps protect us. It's important to feel pain. Typically the way pain works, say we injure our finger, the pain travels along the nerve fibers all the way up to the base of the brain. In the base of the brain, it stops in an area called the thalamus. The thalamus is like our 911 center. It receives that signal and it sends it out to other areas of the brain that are important to know that we're feeling pain. So one of the key areas is the somatosensory nerve. It activates the somatosensory nerve that goes to our somatosensory cortex, which is the nerve that actually causes us to feel the pain. So when that nerve is activated, we actually feel the pain wherever the injury is. But it's important not just to feel pain, it's important to understand the pain and to know how to react to it. So the thalamus also sends the signal to other areas of the brain. It sends it to our amygdala, which is our fear center, because maybe we should be afraid of this. It sends it to our hippocampus, which is where we make memories and where we recover memories that we've had from before. It sends it to our limbic system, which is our emotional system. It sends it to our frontal cortex, so we know how to assess all of this and we understand how we should react to the pain. So normally when that works correctly, we feel the pain and we react to it in an appropriate way. Central sensitization is when all those systems get messed up. So there may or may not actually be an input of the pain, but typically there's some input that's causing some discomfort or pain. That signal travels to our thalamus. It sends it to these other areas of our brain. But when it goes to the amygdala, if we're having more fear, it sends this reinforcement back that makes us feel the pain worse. Typically, with a typical reaction, the amygdala may say you don't need to be afraid of this, and it actually reduces the pain. Our emotional center can augment that pain. So again, the way the brain is supposed to work, we have this negative and positive feedback to help us respond to pain in an appropriate way and help us actually feel pain in a way that we react to it. But with central sensitization, all that system is screwed up, and all these areas of the brain actually augment the pain and make the pain feel worse than it truly is. So it's important to understand that these centers, the emotional center, our memory center, our frontal cortex, our cognitive center, all of these areas have an actual impact on how the pain is felt. So in some cases, like in fibromyalgia, the system is messed up enough that you don't even need to have a pain signal coming from the body. Simply our fear center and our memory center and our emotional center can trigger those somatosensory nerves so that we truly feel the pain. So it's not imagined pain. It's not pain that people just react to in a way that's inappropriate, but the pain is actually felt and it's actually more severe than it should be. People with chronic back pain commonly have central sensitization, and they may indeed have some arthritis in their back, but a pain signal that would normally give most of us a 1 out of 10 sensation of the pain, it's augmented and they have all this positive feedback from these other areas of the brain that actually make the pain feel much worse than it really should. So they might feel a pain like an 8 or a 9 when it should be a 1. So central sensitization is all these circuits of the brain that aren't working correctly. So it's important to understand that as we look at different pain syndromes. Some pain syndromes are much more characteristic of central sensitization. We think fibromyalgia may be almost entirely central sensitization. There may be no real input from the body where the pain source is. It may just be our emotional center, our fear center, our cognitive center, our frontal cortex sending these signals that activate the pain fibers that truly make us feel pain. We believe most cases of chronic back pain, at least those that are disabling, where people have tremendous pain, has a large element of central sensitization. Chronic headaches are largely central sensitization. Chronic TMJ syndrome may be central sensitization. So there's a number of things. Really any kind of pain can have some element of central sensitization. So it's important to understand that. The whole system gets messed up. There have been functional MRI studies that have shown the connections in the brain are changed so that these systems are augmented, causing us to feel more pain. Now the good news about that is that these systems that have changed can be fixed. Maybe not entirely, but they can be made better. Now it's important to know that medications don't do that. Medications may just briefly cover up the pain a little bit. The opioid pain medications in particular, initially they help, but then it's thought that they make central sensitization worse. But behavioral therapy can actually change how those brain circuits are working and actually make us feel pain worse. So by using CBT, by using mindfulness training, people can actually rewire their brain figuratively to make it so it works differently, so that their amygdala is not sending these augmented signals, their memory center is not sending these augmented signals, and they actually feel less pain. So there is hope. Medications are not the answer. Behavioral therapy is really the key to helping people not only deal with their pain, but feel pain less and to live life more fully. So